This video tutorial is about transpiration. Transpiration is the loss of water vapour from the upper parts of the plant, particularly the leaves. Some water may evaporate through the upper leaf surface, but this loss is limited by the waxy cuticle. Most water vapour leaves the stomata, which open to allow gaseous exchange for photosynthesis. Since photosynthesis occurs only when there is sufficient light, the majority of water vapour is lost during the day. The typical pathway taken by most water leaving the leaf is shown on the slide in front of you. Number 1 shows that water enters the leaf through the xylem and moves by osmosis into the cells of the spongy mesophyll. It may also pass along the cell walls via the apoplast pathway. Number 2 represents the water that evaporates from the cell walls of the spongy mesophyll. Number 3 shows that water vapour moves by diffusion out of the leaf through the open stomata. This relies on the difference in the concentration of water vapour molecules in the leaf compared with outside the leaf. This is known as the water vapour potential gradient. There must be a less negative or higher water potential inside the leaf than outside. Transpiration may be an inevitable consequence of gas exchange, but it is also essential for the plant to survive. As water vapour is lost from the leaf, it must be replaced from below. This draws water up the stem as a transpiration stream. This movement transports useful mineral ions up the plant. It maintains cell turgidity. It supplies water for growth, cell elongation, and photosynthesis. And it supplies water that, as it evaporates, can keep the plant cool on a hot day. We're now going to look at some of the environmental factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. Firstly, light intensity. In light, the stomata open to allow gas exchange for photosynthesis. Higher light intensity increases the transpiration rate. Secondly, temperature. A higher temperature will increase the rate of transpiration in 3 ways. It will increase the rate of evaporation from the cell surfaces so that the water vapour potential in the leaf rises. It will increase the rate of diffusion through the stomata because the water molecules have more kinetic energy. And it will decrease the relative water vapour potential in the air, allowing more rapid diffusion of molecules out of the leaf. Thirdly, relative humidity. Higher relative humidity in the air will decrease the rate of water loss. This is because there will be a smaller water vapour potential gradient between the air spaces in the leaf and the air outside. Penultimately, air movement or wind. Air movement outside the leaf will carry away water vapour that has just diffused out of the leaf. This will maintain a high water vapour potential gradient. And finally, water availability. If there is little water available in the soil, then the plant cannot replace the water that is lost. If there is insufficient water in the soil, then the stomata close and the leaves will wilt.